meat.
Sushi.
What's going on, guys? It's Aston Edmonds with Health and Swellness, and we are back in the kitchen for another recipe video. This one is a little bit more complicated than my previous ones, but it is by far the best. It's inspired by a very popular YouTube video. You can see it on the screen now, or click the link in the description. But I figured I would try to make a healthy version because it looked so good. I just couldn't resist, but it wasn't really macro friendly. So I came up with a healthier version. And as I was making it, I wasn't quite sure how it was gonna be, but after I tasted it, it was delicious. It was so good, and I'm very happy to bring you guys this recipe. So let's get started. There are only a few ingredients, all of which were purchased at Walmart. That way, they're easy to find. First, we have onions. I got them already diced for convenience. We have 96.4 lean ground beef. Can be substituted with, ground turkey or chicken. Laughing Cow low-fat cheese, you can substitute any other low-fat cheese, sugar-free barbecue sauce, jalapeno, and turkey bacon. The first step is going to be to lay down 7 strips of our turkey bacon onto either a paper towel, or if you have a sushi mat, that will work as well. So as you can see, I'm laying them side by side, barely overlapping. I'm talking about a hair overlapping each other. Next, you're going to need a mixing bowl, and what we're going to do is we're going to add the ground beef into the mixing bowl and go ahead and cut up our jalapenos and, if needed, onions. Obviously, if you don't like onions and jalapenos, don't add it to the recipe. Pretty self-explanatory. Once everything is nice and diced, after we sliced, we're going to add it into the ground beef and then just mix it all together with our hands. Just don't be afraid to manhandle your meat sometimes. So then we're going to add 10 ounces of the ground beef pepper onion mix onto our turkey bacon. What we want to do is spread this as evenly as possible, going all the way up to the edges on one side, but leaving about an inch of space on the other side. Next up, we're going to get our Laughing Cow cheese. We're going to get 2 triangles and just cut them in half. Once we do this, then we're just going to arrange them in a nice line at the base of our sushi roll. If you want to get a knife and spread the cheese more evenly, you can, but in all honesty, it's not that serious, and this worked out just fine. Although some bites did have more cheese than others. Then we went ahead and added some of this hot and spicy Cajun seasoning. You can add any seasoning you like. Just keep in mind, this is a barbecue flavored dish, so pick the appropriate spice to go along with it. We spread it evenly along the top of the ground beef. Now it's time to roll it up so it actually looks like a sushi roll. We're going to cook this in the oven using the broil setting. Now we want to put it on a pan. The important thing to note here is that you want the overlapping part of the bacon to face downwards. That way it doesn't open up on you while it's cooking. The last step before putting it in the oven is going to be to add the barbecue sauce. That way it kind of cooks onto it. I'm using the sugar-free barbecue sauce that I got at Walmart. You can use whatever kind you want. Now it's time to put it in the oven. Now the cooking time is going to vary based on your oven, but we use the broil setting. So basically it blasts heat from the top, which means it's going to have to be flipped at some point. So I waited about 15 minutes, flipped it when it looked ready, then I had to flip it again after another 10 minutes, and it took about 30 minutes overall. The important thing here is to just keep an eye on it. What you want to do is, look when the bacon starts to get crispy and then flip it or take it out if you've already flipped it. So now all we have is this giant meat log, so we need to actually turn it into what looks like sushi. So to do this, we just cut it into thin slices. And now we admire our creation with my mediocre cinematography skills. Oh. Well, that's the end of the video. This recipe is an absolute must try. Trust me on this, you're gonna love it. I was shocked on how good it is. But the macros, 595 total calories for the entire log, 28 grams of fat, 0 carbs, and 78 grams of protein. Now, most people probably aren't gonna eat the entire log because it is a lot of food. Me on the other hand, I just went ahead and ate the whole thing, so you gotta get those gains. But if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up rating. Also, share it. I bet a lot of your friends and family would love this recipe, so share it with them. Also, if you guys would like to see more recipes, more fitness related content, bodybuilding, powerlifting, just overall general fitness, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified when I upload future videos. But in the meantime, thanks for watching and have a great day.